This video is to go over direct variation problems for the Stony Point High School Algebra 1 Unit 3 review. So we have a problem. Juan's wages varies directly with the number of hours that he works. If his wages for 5 hours are $117.50, how much will they be for 30 hours? With direct variation problems, the first thing that you want to identify is that phrase varies directly, because it's going to help you identify the y and the x values. So just so that you know, the phrase y varies directly with x is always true. So by identifying varies directly in the problem, what comes in front of it, which in this case is Juan's wages, has to be our y. And then what comes after it, the number of hours that he works, has to be x. And so that's one of the first things that you want to identify. So y is his wages, and x is his number of hours worked. Okay, so then it says if his wages are $117.50 for 5 hours, how much would they be for 30? So notice how I kind of skipped part of the equation. Wages is money. So the original given information, y wages is $117.50 for time 5 hours, which is his x. And then it's asking in the new situation, how much would they be for 30 hours? And 30 hours is a new x. And what we're looking for in this case is how much, or the wages, which is unknown. So in direct variation problems, there is something that's called the constant of variation. And it's typically represented with the letter K, but it's found by taking a set of known values for both x and y, which would be the original set, and divide the y value by the x value. It's always y divided by x. Just like slope is change in y over change in x, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So just like with slope, y is on top. So my constant variation for this problem would be the y value, 117.5 over 5, which I can then plug into the calculator and reduce and get 23.5. So that is my constant of variation. Once you have your constant of variation, you can actually use the formula again, y equals k times x, and your new value that you know to find your unknown. So again, k equals y over x. I know my k is 23.5. I just found that out. Equal to y, which I don't know, so I'm going to leave it as y, over x, which I do know, as 30 hours. And so now I can solve for y. So the problem has y divided by 30. So I'm going to multiply by 30 to get rid of it. What I do to one side, I do to the other. So 23.5 times 30 is 705, equal to y. And that would be how much he makes for 30 hours. So Juan makes $705 for 30 hours of work. And that would be your answer. So sometimes with direct variations, they'll ask you for the constant of variation, which in this case would have been 23.5. Sometimes it asks you to go find k and use it to find a new value. In this case, how much he would make for 30 hours, which would be an answer of $705. So be careful, look out for what they're asking for. Is it a constant of variation or is it a new value? But the steps follow the same process. Hope this helped.